All right, and welcome. Sorry for the late start here. This is Dropnim. It's going to be casting an MVC Cup today, which is our monthly tournament for basically anyone in the clan minus the dragons. Dragons are like the 6K players. So this is open to like 5,600 MMR and lower. Yep. Had a little bit of technical difficulties this morning since the time changed last night and the time on Challenge didn't update with that, so it thought that the check-in was starting like 30 minutes after the tournament was already supposed to begin. But let me just take a second here and deal with something real quick for the tournament. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay. Alright, so as we can see, it is a TVT. Both players going for a slightly... Sight going for a slightly delayed command center. He's gone for that faster factory, and now he's throwing down the starport. It's going to be a little bit ahead of DJ Kula, which is actually Tokon. Yeah, I totally missed introductions this morning, but Tokon is the red Terran from EU, and Psych, the purple Terran from North America. Excuse me. So this is a double elimination bracket. Each game in the winners bracket is best of threes. Each game in the losers bracket is best of ones, and then the finals is a best of five. The grand finals. Alright, so Tokon going for the Hellions actually was able to deal with that Cyclone and the two Reapers quite easily. Second Cyclone going back home. He's got some Marines out now. He should be able to turn these away at least. I mean, I think the Hellions could win this, but oh, he's actually going to go straight in. Oh, that was beautiful positioning on the Hellions. Got a lot of damage on those Marines. He gets in and doesn't look like he's got too many SCV kills. Okay, someone else started the game. It didn't start with the WCS mod, but we could see it was about 2 or 3 SCVs that went down. Both of these players are around like 5,500 MMR, so like low to mid GM on NA server. A little bit of technical difficulties here. Hopefully we'll restart from the replay. Cole Robs, thank you for the follow. How you doing? Oh, actually, that's the Streamlabs from the main channel. Whoops. Forgot to change that. Just gonna recover that game real quick. Be right back into the game. Just linked the Matcherino in the chat. If you guys want, you can add 50 cents to the prize pool for free. It doesn't cost you a thing. Matcherino sponsors the event, and they add 50 cents for each person that enters the code into their website. Alright, so the game has kind of started to stabilize here. Both players on 2 base. Tokan actually going for that fast third, whereas Syke has gone for some extra production, going up to 3 barracks, or actually 4 barracks. Looks like Tokan has found a nice position on this natural expansion, but not committing too many units, so won't be able to do too much. Actually gets cleaned up quite nicely, especially since he went for that faster third. He's not going to have the extra production that Syke has, so Syke was able to just overwhelm that attack with numbers. And I think Tokan has been tipped off now that, wow, he has a lot of stuff, so I should go back home and defend. Tokan trying to get set up back home, sieging up some tanks as Syke does moving out across the map. If we look at the supply, we can see that he's in the army supply lead by far, 53 to 26. Excuse me. Oh no, he's gonna try and move out and try and take this third at the worst time, but he does see the army coming in. The scan goes down, he sees exactly what he's up against. The Ravens the Raven micro gets botched and he loses them without using any energy, but he still has a lot of units left over. Looks like he's going to get rid of these rocks and get a better position on this third base. He probably saw that the rocks were being killed off, though. Really good positioning with this tank on the high ground, but he won't be able to take that third with that there. Oh, he's going to drop into the main, but the Vikings come in. Oh man, so much going on right now. Looks like this drop will get cleaned up, especially with that turret there and the tank. Really good spread on these. Oh wait, okay, so he's going to try and take his third over here, but it does get scouted by Psych. Psych is spread a little bit thin here. New incongruency? Is that what he called it? I think it's called new repugnancy. Might be a bad English translation from a different language. Doesn't look like this drop's going to be doing anything. So, yeah, it looks like he's been able to... Uh-oh. Drop gets out. Alright. Oh, but look at this. Psych's a little bit spread out here, and Tokan's going to catch some army out of position. Looks like he is moving out, or actually... Oh no, needs to spread those Marines. Alright, a little bit of spread goes on. It's going to be a very sloppy cleanup here. Oh, he drops into the main with even more medevacs too. Oh, and there's nothing here. There was a tank. He dropped right on top of it. This is starting to fall apart here for Tokan. Looks like he will be able to clean this up. Is he going to target down the command center? Yes, he gets it. He's going to try and pick up and get out of there. There's no Vikings. Nice, he gets most of it. There's only one Marine left in that last medevac. Psych's still on 2 bases, though, so we have to remember that. Tokan is on 3 bases. Actually, no, I'm sorry, 2 bases, because he lost the command center in the main. So, yeah. Psych, despite taking a late third, he has kept this game at an even... He has, you know, brought it back to an even game here. If we look at the numbers, it looks pretty much even. Psych might be slightly ahead. Not much, though. Both players going for that same army composition, though. Marine tank, medevac / Viking. It looks like Tokan wants to move out. And both players' scans go down and they see each other's army. So they both know what they're up to, what their opponent's up to. It does look like Psych has slightly more army here. But, you know, army supply doesn't make as big of a difference in TVT as it does in other matchups. Because it comes down to positioning, whether the tanks are sieged, all kinds of stuff like that. Big drop coming in for Tokan. He wants to do the dropping now, and there's nothing here to defend in the natural, so it probably will get some SCV kills. Doesn't look like he'll be able to get the command center. It is probably going to get cleaned up here, but he does get a lot of SCVs. Looks like Tokan has went back home with his army. There's still 1 Marine left getting SCV kills. Wow. Another drop from Psych coming into the main, and he's rebuilt the command center, but there's no army here. Alright, he picks up and goes into the corner. There's no Vikings, so he's going to be able to stay alive for now. Meanwhile, Psych's moving out with his main army, and Tokan's main army is in the main... dealing with that, but there are 2 tanks here at the third, so he's not without defense. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he was having some technical difficulties, but it looks like he's fine now. Oh man, this is not a good engagement here. But he does get, looks like he does clean this up eventually. But there's a main army going to town. I mean, there's another drop in the main going to town in the main, and I think that might be GG. As we can see Tokan's supply has halved of what Sykes is. I don't know how to say that. Tokan has half the army supply, or all of the supply of Syke. So Syke takes game 1, and we are going to wait for Tokan to pick a second map. Let me update the Streamlabs real quick, so that if it goes for the Streamlabs is for this channel. Oh, I don't think we have one for this channel. Maybe I don't see it. Oh well. I'm just gonna go grab a drink of water real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the Red Terran from EU. His name is Tokan. And spawning in the top right hand corner of the map, we have the Purple Terran. His name is Syke. Oops, sorry about the overlay. Syke is one of our oldest GMs. I think he was one of Syx's first GMs. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, if you didn't know, Alpha X is Syx 2.0, basically. It's the same exact clan, just a different name. Syke, yeah, has been with us, I think, at least 2 years. He's definitely an OG, a well-respected member in the community. I would love a co-caster snap. If you want, meet me in the casting only channel. Well, I guess I'll get in there next game, but yeah, I can send you an invite. Alright, so already a deviation of the builds. Looks like Tokan going for the same build he did last game, which is that fast expand before factory, whereas Syke has gone for the double gas and the factory before his expansion. Tokan throwing down his factory and his second gas a little bit later than Syke. We'll have to see how it plays out. Reaper comes in, scouts the command center. Oh, is he actually going to go for it? Oh, he actually gets the Reaper. He's probably going to get a denial on this constructing SUV. Seems like the music might be a little loud. Let me just change that real quick. There we go. Alright, 2 Reapers. One Hellion is not enough to deal with that. 2 more Marines join the fight, but look at this command center. So delayed. He's actually evened it up. Despite going for the later factory to get the faster command center, Psych has actually evened up the timing on this expansion, so just with 1 Reaper getting such a huge advantage in this early game. Bunker's about to be up, but he has a Cyclone here now, and I think he could actually, if he denies the bunker, nice. So Tokan barely gets the bunker up, just in time. Little army moving out here for Tokan. See if he can find a good position. He might be able to siege up here and siege these barracks, which will force a reaction out of sight. But it shouldn't do too damage in the long run. Too much. Oh, what? This little tank getting really ballsy. Okay, nice. He gets a good tank position, but oh, that turret saved that tank. Very nice. So we'll see how Psych deals with this. Oh, the 2 Reapers coming to the main, and there's nothing here. This is where the real damage is happening. Three SUVs going down. Okay, well, I might have hyped that up a little bit too much because the Reapers weren't microed too well, but all right. Oh, gonna need to spread these Marines, but he should be able to deal with this now. There's only 1 tank sieged up, doing damage right now, and oh, the turret, that's gonna help a lot too, but looks like he should be up. Oh, or not. He's not going to be able to clean this up at all because the tank hit those Marines. There's still 2 tanks and 2 Ravens here, and a turret. Oh, the barracks goes down. A total of 5 SUVs have gone down in all this as well. struggling to try and deal with these tanks here. Now that the medevac is out, oh, there's too many Vikings. You can't drop on those tanks. Oh no, he's gonna cancel combat shields. That's pretty huge. Tokan doing a lot better in this game than he did in last game. Very even matchup here we got. Oh, I'm sorry guys. It got to be the scorer, which is very unlikely. Psych actually leads in the best of 3 by 1. And look at this, Tokan in the background has gotten his 3rd command center up. The orbital is already up and running. Alright, he says, screw it, I'm going to come in with my SCVs. This is getting cleaned up, no matter how much it takes. Looks like nice pullback on the SCVs, didn't lose too many. Actually, he lost 7, which is nothing to scoff at. But again, we have both players going for the Marine tank composition. Nice Liberator here forcing an SCV pull-off. So now he's got 36 SCVs on a single base. He's going to take his 3rd here. It's slightly behind Kula's. He's already had his saturated for a couple minutes here. Big drop in the main, goes down. And looks like he doesn't have quite enough to clean this up, actually. So he's going to be losing a lot more SCVs here. One-way Psych can get back into this game. Oh wait, he does have enough to clean it up, sorry. Just busy looking at this supply. But as we can look at the worker count, 60 SCVs to 43 SCVs, so Tokan has a huge lead in that respect. Someone inviting me to something. Oh well. So game's starting to stabilize here with Tokan slightly in the lead. But scans go down, and he's brilliant timing on that scan and positioning because he sees the army moving out. Gets a sensor tower up in position to scout this anyway. Looks like Psych wants to turn back, a little indecisive on what he wants to do with that army. Look at this. Drop goes down, but it's going to pass right underneath this Marine. Cleaning that up. Okay, Tokan's going to try and take his 4th base, but look at that scan from Psych. He actually scans and sees it. Here he goes. He's going to go right into the up the natural ramp, which is a little angsty, I think. He gets cleaned up rather well by these Marines. A really good spread on the Marines. He even had some as a flank. Oh, but look at this. Oh, he might be able to get this command center if he just spins it down. You gotta try and repair it. He could save it. He's gonna go straight for the SCVs. He might still get it. Come on, Micro! Nice, and he drops those meals too to try and save it, but it goes down, so yep, Psych trying to pull back into this game. Big stim into this third. He wants to try and end this game. He has the army supply to do it. I think that's it. GG's, psych. GG's, and Tokan evens up the score 1-1 in this best of 3. Alright, looks like we're going to be getting a... Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Snap?
Not much, how are you?
Good, man. Thanks for joining in and co-casting with me.
Yeah, no problem. Didn't think I could do it, but realized with me starting with spring break this week that clubs I was a part of won't be meeting on Sundays, so...
Oh, okay. Cool.
Kinda hyped.
Nice. Alright, looks like... I was just going to say, looks like Tokan needs a bathroom break, so it might be a moment before we get started into the third game. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that if you heard any feedback from me to let me know. I can fix that.
Oh, okay. Nah, it's coming through nice and clear.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I have had issues in the past, though, where somehow my sounds get transmitted through my mic, so... But if it's not an issue, it's not an issue. Ooh.
What kind of mic do you have?
I have an old as hell Razer Kraken.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it doesn't sound too bad.
Nice.
Yeah. I went for the standalone mic, desktop mic. What's it called? The Blue
Yeti?
Snowball. The
Oh.
Snowball.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's kind of like where I want to get at some point. Probably after I graduate, I'll complete my setup. I'm almost there. I got the gaming chair, I got the 2 monitors, gaming keyboard, mouse, headset.
Nice.
Just need to upgrade the computer and then get a stand. Just get a microphone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Standalone mics are good. I'd say they are a little bit better than the headset mics, but I mean, if you really want to go for the quality, then I don't know exactly what, but I know like there's like a couple different pieces that go with the mic. There's like a shield or something to,
Oh yeah.
you know, I don't know. I've seen people with it, but it gets kind of expensive.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Looks like players are ready.
All
Here
right.
we go. I've always wondered what that little shield is supposed to do. I assume it's just supposed to help block out whiteness, but...
Yeah, I think like, you know, so that it doesn't catch the guy breathing or little sounds like that. And
that
then,
makes sense.
yeah, and then there's also the foam that you can buy for the walls.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what that does really, but...
I think it just like lowers just the ambient sound in the room.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of makes me think of like this one soundproof room I heard where it's like, it's so soundproof that like the average sound in there is like negative 15 decibels, and like it's actually unbearable.
Wow.
But go ahead.
Okay, so spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Orange Terran from North America. His name is Psych.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner as the Blue Terran. I don't know where he's from, but it's DJ Cola.
Yep, he's from somewhere in Europe, and his name in the clan is actually Tokan.
Oh, Token. Gotcha.
As soon as I said Psych, the music got really intense. I don't know if you have the music playing, or if you heard.
No.
It got like super intense. I was like, Psych, and he was like, boom.
Yeah, it's like, we gotta hype it up.
Yeah. Yeah. But let me lower it a little bit because it's a little loud compared to the game sounds.
For sure. We do see. Oh shoot! You just told me his name. Tokan. We do see Tokan SCV scouting. I think at a pretty early time.
Yeah.
But I suppose he's just trying to be safe, trying to identify whether it's a proxy or, you know.
Yeah,
any of that.
we have seen Psych going for that double gas one base build, so you know.
And that's exactly what he checks. Is
Yeah.
the double gas.
Yep. So the early scout is not a bad idea. Wants to see exactly what he's up against.
He didn't stick around to see the factory go down, but I'm sure he can just implicitly know.
Yeah.
From double gas. It looks like he is going to opt to take a faster natural too, knowing that this one base build is coming. Wonder how he plans to hold that off.
Okay, so fast expand has gone down for Tokan. Let's see if he can actually keep it and get it up this time, because last game he went for that earlier expand, but the Reaper denied the constructing SCV and it actually put him behind a little bit.
Yeah. There's his own Reaper, and he gets the first shot.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be fine this time. Nice hold.
Awesome.
You kind of underestimate how much damage that early Reaper can actually do.
Yeah. I'm surprised that we don't see him send it across the map. You know, now the threat of the, you know, opposing Reaper is gone. Would be cool to see him follow up scout, maybe try and deny the expansion of Stike.
Yeah.
But he's checking the outsides of the map. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. We haven't seen any proxies out of him yet, but maybe he tried to scout an expansion and didn't see it, or I don't know. So interesting, we see Tokan going for... Oh wait, actually the tech lab on the starport is probably for Ravens. I thought maybe he might go for Banshees, but no, it's Ravens. Ravens are pretty popular in this matchup. Both players have been building a lot of them in this series so far.
Yeah.
So I guess Banshees wouldn't make too much sense.
Yeah. Looks like Psych is going to be going for a 2-1-1 type of play. He's got his barracks producing Marines. He's got his starport up, own reactor, or tech lab. My bad.
Yep, and throwing down a third barracks as well.
Yep. And we can kind of see that. I keep seeing DJ Cola, and I immediately forget what we said his name was. Tokan.
Tokan, yeah.
Tokan. Reactoring out Marines now. He's going to move out with 6 Hellions and a Reaper, though. I think that kind of beats the 6 Marines of Psych. Very handedly.
Yeah.
Psych is kind of caught completely off guard by this.
Yeah, actually losing 7 SCVs and going for more. The Cyclones take a really long time to clean this up, but I think maybe he'll be able to do it. Yeah.
So he does 6 Hellions and a Reaper for 9 SCVs. I don't know how that maths out, but I think worth it. Especially for the SCVs in this early part of the game. Yeah, probably worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that brings him to a 12 SCV lead, which is pretty nice.
Yep. And throwing down a third command center in the main, so it's slightly ahead of Sykes.
Yep. Psych is going for another barracks. I wonder if we will see a third command center out of him at some point for sure. But...
Yeah, I've noticed Psych likes to delay that third for a little bit in TVT.
Yeah.
Alright, so a big move out from Tokan, 2 tanks, 2 Ravens as well. Lots of energy on those.
lots of energies, but not a whole lot of Marines. I know that like tanks are what does a lot of the damage, but you kind of need Marines to, be the mobile part, right? Hunt down and chase the army back. Yeah, and just 2 tanks and 2 Ravens.
Yeah, with those turrets and the Viking on the low ground, he's actually, oh wow, this is not looking good for Psych.
Yeah, I totally saw that going the other way. Wow.
Yeah. I think if he had spread out the Marines, he could have cleaned that up, but there was too much splash damage on the Marines from the tanks.
Yeah. The SCV is going to get us surrounded on the tanks, though. That's going to do a lot of damage back.
Should be able to clean this up, but he's going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
And he kills the tech lab and the reactor, which was also researching combat shields, but it had just started anyway, so.
Yeah, I didn't get that important stem denial, but still gonna. But combat shields is definitely a big deal. He's flying. Token's flying his 3rd command center to the location. Still no 3rd command center for Psych, but he's also under a lot of pressure. So that kind of makes sense. Looks like this attack from 12 Rand is going to get dislodged as he hunts down those Vikings.
Yeah.
He doesn't micro the Vikings. Looks like he might lose them.
So Tokan trying to take his 3rd command center, starting to saturate it now. So yeah, he's just got a slight lead, but he looks like he's just gonna get a, eke out even more of an advantage here with that 3rd. So we'll have to see. Psych's gonna have to do something to get back into this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel Token's position a lot more this game. But it kind of it's going to come down to how he holds this attack that's coming across the map right now. It doesn't look like he has a whole lot to defend it, but his 2nd siege tank is out. So it'll depend a lot on how Psych attacks this position. He's unaware that the 3rd base is on the lower side of the map, so he's gonna end up attacking into this fortified position of Token. I think that's gonna be. Oh, but the tanks.
Yeah, but he pulls back anyway. Scan goes down, sees exactly what Psych's up to. Excuse me.
Sensor tower shouldn't let this go undetected.
Yeah. Wow.
That was a bold move.
It was, yeah. I mean, to be honest, he kind of needs to take some big risks here to try and come back in this game, but it just unfortunately didn't work out. Psych's gonna GG, and Tokan moves on in the series 2-1 into the 2nd round. Again, this is a double elim, so Psych's not out of the tournament just yet. So Tokan looks like it's Tokon, T-O-C-O-N. He moves on to play the winner of Kuna Matata versus Sigil, and then we also have Ariok versus Burning in the other side of the winners bracket. Looks like we're gonna have to be waiting here a moment to get into the next game.
Yep.
Hopefully it shouldn't take too long.
Yep. Do you have a link to the bracket?
Yeah. Yeah, just one sec. Looks like Sigil just got out of one of his games versus Kuna Matata, the very first game, so maybe you can jump into the middle of that series.
That'd be pretty cool. I like Kuna, and Sigil's been inspiration of mine for a long time.
Yeah. Yep, he's also been with us for a long time. I think at least a year. Alright, let me get you that bracket. I'll just send it to you in a DM.
Alright. Thank you very much. Oh, looks like Kuna and Sigil series actually finished according to the bracket.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Whoops. Alright, so it's Sigil versus Psych. Actually, let's get into Kuna Matata versus Tokon if we can.
Yep.
As it is the winner's bracket match.
Oh yeah, they're both EU, huh?
Oh,
what?
yeah, no, Kuna's on the west coast. I think he's in Canada.
Oh.
I'm not sure though.
I do know he's French, but for some reason I always thought that he was from EU. Oh, I thought he was from EU because he was French. Totally shook.
Alright, so the players are getting the vetoes done now.
So do you know anything about either of these players' styles? It's going to be another TVT, which is not a matchup I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know Kuna Matata has gone for this Hellion Ghost build. Early Hellion Ghost. I've seen him do it several times in TVT. And it actually, I've seen it work out for him. So, I don't know. I mean, I know he likes to get aggressive. He's typically a bio player in TVP, I think. And maybe even TVZ.
Alright. So that leaves us with Kairos, Automation, and New Repugnancy? I'm not very familiar with these maps either. I haven't played very much this season. Regrettably.
I love the map pool. I think they're all really good.
Nice.
Yeah. The one I probably don't like as much is Automaton. A little strange map for me, but
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like... Yeah, it's not my favorite map. It's been one of my least favorite maps of the ladder pool since last season.
yeah.
I had a match on it and I got frickin' Nidus Stormed at the very top corner of my base.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't see it. Man.
You know what they need to bring is back is Abyssal Reef.
Oh man, what a map that was.
Yeah.
Wasn't that around for like 5 seasons?
I think so.
I feel that, Kuna. Cold hands kind of kill me. Whenever I play, I have to turn the heater in my room.
Yep, I got my heater on. Feels good.
That's kind of really I'm reading Discord right now. Did Twitch really do it so that if a stream's muted, it doesn't count as a viewer?
I don't know. I've never heard that. I mean, it's possible they do that. I hope they didn't though, because I mean, I sometimes have a couple different. I have multiple monitors, so sometimes I have a couple different streams open, and I like to pop back. You know, whenever the people aren't in game or something, I switch over.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like do that too. Like especially with GSL or IEM, those kind of tournaments that happen super late. I'll turn the channel on like a couple hours before it comes on and mute it because I gotta sleep. You know, I'm kind of like, if I'm not getting the viewer, if my viewership's not counting, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I did get all of the Twitch drops for IEM though, so now like I don't know how I feel about that. I wonder how recent of a change that
I'm not sure.
Is this loser picks or is it predetermined map set?
The first map is picked and then loser picks for the second game and third games, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back just a second as we wait for the players to ready up.
Sure.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm back. I super like that. Super like that. Is it a shirt or a jersey that you got in the picture on Twitch?
It's a jersey. Yeah, it's got my name on the back.
That's hype, dude.
Yeah. It's pretty dope. I like it.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those. I got a X hoodie back in the day. Now I need an Alpha X one.
Yeah. Yeah, a little unfortunate that the X like jerseys, we finally got them and then the team shut down right after. But
yeah. That's okay. Hand them out as memorabilia.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, we even got a flag? That's sick.
Yeah, I'll be wearing my jersey to Cheesadelphia. I think it's like later this month or next month. I'm not sure.
Nice.
If I can get off work. Alright, so getting into game number 1 in this best of 3. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran from Canada. His name is Kuna Matata.
And spawning in the top left hand corner, out of Europe, it is Tokan. DJ Cola. Shit. What was it?
Tokan.
Tola? Tokan. Why do I have a hard time with that?
I don't know. I wanted to say what's up to Zekrolar Chronic 213 in the chat. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're ready for some high-level TVT action.
It's the best TVT around. Tokan with a quick SCV scout, trying to figure out the playstyle of Kuna Matata.
Mm-hmm.
Kuna has also opted for that 2 early gases. Interesting to note, the difference between him and Psych from last game is that he has fully saturated his gases, whereas Psych, oh, actually, as I said, he pulls 1 out of each geyser. That's super interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I like those little tweaks that players do for
Yeah,
their build.
very technical stuff.
I know I've kind of talked with Kuna a lot. I've been around while he's helped coach other people, and he knows almost every detail of his build, what he's doing, why he's doing it. I think that's fascinating, and to see him kind of like, I'm kind of like really excited to analyze every little thing he's going to be doing, because I kind of like know that he's doing what he knows is right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Kuna Matata is starting to pump out some Hellions and Reapers.
Starport, then a reactor.
Back home, Tokan's going for the reactor Hellions to start things off. Probably going to be dropping a tech lab on the barracks for Ravens. I mean, for the starport.
Yep.
Oh, Widowmine. Interesting. Not a bad idea to have that if you're going for this fast expand like that.
Yep. Kuna's kind of done something interesting, I find. He built a little bit of units, but then went into production, whereas Tovan went straight production first. He went reactor, then the tech lab on his stuff, and then started producing units. And that's kind of resulted in a army lead for Tokan.
Yeah. Yep, slight lead for him.
Kuna will be safe from drops though, with that Widowmine tucked down in the corner.
Alright, sorry, go ahead.
Kuna opted for a really fast 3rd gas at his natural 2. And it looks like he's not going to be ready for this attack.
Oh no, okay, well, wiping. I think we'll be able to clean this up, but will you be able to get too many SUVs now? Just one? Looks like, oh, almost gets that meal!
Oh my goodness.
Pretty fresh meal there, would have been juicy pick off, but no, it doesn't quite get it.
Yeah. Oh, Tokan coming in for he's going to be dropping an auto turret at the natural base of Kuna, and with all those low SCVs, that might pick off quite a few. But Kuna's got quick reaction. Amazing. Tokan does drop a 3rd command center at home. He's looking for the next stage of the game, dropping 2 engineering bays as well.
Yeah. Once you get into that double upgrades.
Kuna with a small SCV pull though. He's going to be moving across the map. That's really interesting.
Holy, one needs to be careful of that Raven. Those 4 Vikings could pick that off in like 2 shots, I think.
Yeah. The one Raven has no energy now though, so it's going to be a little while before it can contribute to the fight that's coming up. But the other Raven's got at least 1 spell, almost 2 in it. But you're right though. With the 6 Vikings, those Ravens are going to disappear.
Does not care about 2 Marines either.
Yeah.
Taking that one Viking, not bad, but yeah, doing a lot of damage to those Vikings.
Oh, the SCVs to repair the tanks. That's, oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing. He's just gonna leapfrog forward. Repair all the Vikings, repair all the tanks.
Oh, and a Liberator comes in. This is looking really bad for Tokan.
Yeah. Oh, he sieges up inside the Liberator zone. There's a tank for free. And now Kuna's going to be sieging the production. And it looks like this is going very bad now.
Yeah, Tokan's just going to GG. Doesn't really have anything. As we can see, the army supply was 13 to 43. So yeah, Kuna Matata definitely took that game. Very
Amazing.
quick game 1 here. Let's see what the players pick for map 2.
New repugnancy it is. Alright. What is the upper limit on this most valuable Challenger Cup? That's what it is, right? MVC?
Yeah, so it's for anyone that is not considered a dragon. The dragons are like the semi-pro roster that we have. So I think they're all like the 6K guys. So anyone that's not, I think it's around 5600 MMR or lower.
All right, that's a pretty decent
Yeah.
ways up there.
Yeah, because we have a lot of these mid to low GMs, and they'll always get, you know, taken down by the 6K guys. So we wanted to give them a tournament too, and you know, not a bad prize pool either, $50. So,
No, that's hefty.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good prize pool.
It's $50 as long as the Matcherino codes get used up. Which, let me just plug that real quick. I'll go ahead and post it in chat. If you go to that website and log in with your Twitch name, then you can copy the code into the box, and Matcherino adds 50 cents to the prize pool for free. It doesn't cost you a thing. If we use up all those codes, we'll get a nice full $50 prize pool. All right, so let me update the score and we'll get these introductions done. Alright, so spawning in the top right hand corner of the map, we have the Blue Terran from Canada taking game number 1. His name is Kuna Matata.
And in the bottom left hand corner, it is the Red Terran from Europe, Tokan.
Excuse me.
You're excused. No fast SCV scout this time, so I feel like Tokan can kind of trust that Kuna's not going to be doing a big one base build. Or at least he feels like he can trust on that. But we don't see a fast command center out of either player yet. Is it normal to go factory, maybe a third production building before a command center in TVT?
Yeah, actually that's yeah, if you go like a barracks, factory, starport, then command center, yeah, that's pretty common. I can't say what's the most standard right now, but I know it used to be the standard like a couple months ago when I was playing a lot. But maybe that barracks factory expand before starport, that could be becoming more standard, because I have seen it recently a lot.
Yeah. So It looks kind of like we're gonna see the first deviation in their builds. Like until now, they've been doing the same thing with pretty relative same timing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Kuna not opting for reactor or tech lab quite yet. Getting a starport. A little later behind Kuna Matata. Did I say Kuna the first time? I meant Tukon.
Yeah. Okay, so these widow mines, that's really interesting. It's kind of a risk because it can do a lot of damage in this like early game, or it could be completely bunk and not do anything.
Yeah. Kuna getting a third gas before his second command center's even finished. That's amazing. I want to know what he plans to do with that gas. The Hellions and the Reapers coming up. Not going to be able to deny command center, but is going to get a couple SCV kills.
Yeah, 4 SCVs going down already, and Kuna doesn't even have enough to deal with it. He's going to land a Viking and possibly be able to take this on. Nice grenades, though. So maybe a really messy cleanup.
Kuna's grenade even like did worse for him. Ended up knocking his own.
Yeah. And Reaper gets into the main, getting like 2 more SCVs. So yeah, not bad damage from Tokan. But if we look at the army supply, if we look at the supply, Kuna is still in the lead. 44 to 39, 17 to 9 army supply, so a huge lead there. Slightly behind on workers, 27 to 30.
Game paused.
While we're paused, oh, I guess it won't be a very long pause, but we do see in the production tab a cloak and a banshee coming out for token. Only a referee can unpause. That's you, bud.
Oh yeah.
Game resumed.
Cloak and a banshee. This is going to be the first time we've seen this in the last 2 series. Well, actually, I don't know how game 1 of the first series that we.
No, yeah, you're right. This is the first time we'll be seeing banshees. Very uncommon since the Ravens are so popular in the matchup, but I don't think we saw Kuna go any Ravens last game. He went straight for a bunch of Vikings. So that might be why he was going for these banshees. Now he does have 2 orbitals. They both have scans, but it's still early. He might drop those mules.
Yeah. One command center has enough energy for a scan, but the other is basically empty. So if Kuna drops a mule in the next 10 seconds, he's donezo.
Yeah.
But and he's moving out, so he's gonna have to turn around with all the Vikings at least to get home, or he's just gonna have to sack it.
So Kuna is halfway across the map. Meanwhile, the Cloak Banshee comes in and starts going to town on these SCVs.
Important to note that while the Banshee back at Kuna's base is going ham, Kuna did intercept the Banshee on its way out, so he got a Banshee for free.
Oh, okay.
But there's still delayed mining time, and this Banshee getting 12 SCV kills.
Wow, yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. Kuna is going to have to be very careful with his attack and find a lot of damage with it. Right now, he's just sieging down barracks, which isn't really doing a whole lot. Looks like the Banshee is finally going to get cleaned up as the Cloak has run out, and he gets a total of 17 SCVs. Wow, okay, one of the buildings goes down. He's forced to cloak these. Yeah, all Tokan has to do here is hold this, and I think he will take the game, as he does have a huge lead in worker count, but it's still early, so I don't want to call anything yet.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to deny Stim, too.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
He is going to lose the Vikings for it, or one of the Vikings. That's kind of critical, because Kuna's not sending any reinforcements across this map. So what he has here is what he's trying to work with.
Yeah, and honestly, he does have a lot, though. with that Liberator here. This is okay. He's gonna go. Oh my God! Those Widow Mines. 15, 16 SCVs. So I think if nothing else, he has at least evened up the game. Liberator going straight for the main, but flies right over some Marines. Wait, Kuna's actually gonna be able to kill this.
Oh my goodness. So not only was that the damage he needed, but he does clean up the entire army while he keeps 3 Vikings.
Yeah.
Resetting the army count across the board.
Yep.
And evening out the workers. Wow.
Well, very well done there from Kuna, not really messing up with the pressure. You know, he knew he can't talk. He knew he had to do damage with that, and he pulled it off. So.
Yeah, those Widow Mines. Oh my gosh, 16, 15 SCVs on just those.
Oh no, he loads up right as the Vikings come in, but
Kuna is going to go home with that small skirmish force, but
yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, he has done the damage he needed to do. The game looks even now, so there's no reason to risk losing more just to try and finish the game.
Yeah. So if we look at the state of the game so far, we do see that +1 attack is finished for Chukong.
Yeah.
And +1 defense is already halfway done, whereas we don't even see engineering bays or armories for Kuna. There he drops them now.
Huge drop going to be moving out for Tokon. And these Vikings are still outside his natural though, so yeah, he's going to fly back in. And there's nothing here to defend. There's 3 Marines.
As soon as Kuna realizes that that's it, he is going to land him, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of SCVs here.
Oh wow, but the SCVs get a huge surround on him.
Yeah, so actually cleans that up pretty nicely. And now Kuna's got some units back home to deal with this drop that's coming in, but it's not a whole lot. It is 3 full medevacs with 2 tanks. This is gonna looks like it's gonna get nasty for Kuna, but we'll have to see. He sees it coming in, and he's already got units in position. So with the SCV pull, yeah, it looks like he's gonna be handling that just fine.
Oh, but they're on the other side.
Yeah, gets the tank siege off. Lots of SCVs gonna be going down.
Wow. Yeah.
24 SCVs going down. Wow, that was really good for Tokon.
Yeah, and we saw a little bit of cute tank medevac micro, but that's not going to be enough. I think it's going to GG.
All right, so Tokon evening up the score 1-1. What's the last map? Automaton?
That is correct.
Just waiting on Kuna to ready up here. We'll get into the 3rd game.
Alright. Pretty cool TVTs we have. Going back and forth. here we go. Checking in on the bracket on the other side, it does look like Burning did defeat Arak, and Psych did defeat Arak again in the loser brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Lingboy is waiting on the loser of our current series.
Mm-hmm.
I know Lingboy is a pretty strong competitor. Burning took him
Yeah.
out. I don't know Burning very well, but he's got to be pretty good.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's probably just at the MMR limit. He's probably one of the, highest players in the tournament. So, all right, getting into game number 3 in this best of 3. So it is match point, and the score is tied. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Terran from Canada. His name is Kuna Matata. And spawning in the bottom... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Spawning in the mid-left side of the map, it is the Blue Terran, Toucan, from Europe. So, last 2 games we've seen Kuna do this push out across the map with this small little skirmish force, mostly comprised of Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where he kind of got the idea to be doing that, because that seems like a very niche thing that I don't see other players do.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen it either, but looks like he's making it work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very it's a very aggressive opening, and yeah, it has to do damage in order to pay off, but looks like he's able to do that no problem, as we've seen it happen twice now.
Yeah. Albeit the first time was on a very risky SCV pull, or the second time was on a risky SCV pull to a bunch of Widow Mines. I do not think that we will see the same mistake out of Toucan if he finds himself in that position. Kuna's opting to have exactly 3 guys in gas until just now, but he's got 2 in each geyser. And Toucan just pulled out a guy in each geyser. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are doing some really shifty things.
Mm-hmm. Very technical builds here. Looks like Kuna Matata is going to be throwing down his command center slightly ahead of Toucan's, just by a few seconds.
It's going to be a Cyclone out of Toucan. And a Starport and Reactor out of Kuna Matata with another Widow Mine. Very interesting. These 2 Reapers are going to be looking to cancel the command center, but with 2 Reapers of his own and a Hellion, he's going to push it off.
Yep. Delays it just a little bit. Actually, I think it pretty much evened up the timing on those command centers because Toucan was only a few seconds behind him. Got the Widow Mine there now. So, the Reaper's going to go straight into the main. There's nothing here, so you might be able to get a few SCVs. Actually, very quick reaction timing out of Kuna Matata.
Yep. And the Reapers go home. Just got in, confirm what he wanted to see.
Look at this, he's getting... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just saying that he confirmed the tech choices out of Kuna in the build.
Yeah. Toucan going for that Cyclone upgrade. I'm not sure if we got that last time, but it's kind of a big investment. It's 100 gas. It does pay off, though, in certain situations, because it's really big on the damage output for the Cyclones.
Yeah, it'll be finishing up here in about 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And if he loses the Cyclone before then, though.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of a stalemate here.
Oh, the tank though. The tank on the high ground is going to prevent those units from diving in like he wants to.
He moves it down to the low ground. They can actually get taken out really quickly with the cyclone damage.
Yeah.
Okay, but he pulls the SCVs to try and keep it repaired. He's up to 3 cyclones now. Those Vikings aren't safe from the cyclones either, as they do shoot up.
Yeah. But Kuna is, or not Kuna, Tucson is opting for that Cloak Banshee again. So while he's putting pressure on the front, he is looking out for a way to do damage in the back.
Dropping a meal to repair those cyclones, not a bad idea, but kind of a big investment. And
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to do too much here anyway, you know, because of the tanks.
Now there's 2 tanks out, bunch of Vikings, and the SCV tank move out again for Kuna.
Yep.
This time it gets spotted though.
Yeah. And the,
So
uh,
go ahead.
and the Banshee's about to come into his main. I don't know if he scouts it. If he scouted it, I don't think so. There's no tower. Missile turret.
And a meal went down the second the Banshee started firing. Fortunately, the main command center does have enough energy to clean it up.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be losing all the workers that he lost last time. There it is, and the 4 Vikings. And 2-shot it, and it's taken care of. Not a whole lot of damage done. 6 workers, big deal, and lost smiting time.
Yeah.
But
Another Banshee's about to come in though.
ooh,
And he drops
Ooh.
his mule. He drops a fresh mule at the main too, so he won't have a scan for this one.
yeah, that's unfortunate. I would like to see him throw down a engineering bay for some turrets, but right now he's just relying on scan. Oh, he's gonna target down the STEM research, and he is gonna get it with no problem.
Well, he could sacrifice some SCVs to repair it, but
Yeah, looks like he does do that. But... oh,
scan goes down.
finally. Yep.
Saves the tech lab.
He is gonna have
Go ahead.
to put an SCV back on that command center though.
Yeah. So it looks like this move out that he's been trying to do has kind of been botched or delayed.
For sure. Yeah, he definitely can't do it. So now we get to see him. Now we get to see what he likes to do as he transitions to the mid to late game.
Yeah.
Still no SCV on that command center. Man, when he realizes that that's been not building the whole time, he's gonna feel really bad.
Yeah.
Even with it being delayed so far, though, it's still miles ahead of Tucons. And there he goes. Now he gets an SCV on it. We see the engineering base finish up for Tucon. He's going to be starting 1-1. And Combat Shield and Stim both finish for Tucon. Just Stim is done for Kuna. Tucon is going to do a move out. 2 tanks, 3 tanks, 12 Marines. And he is going to be trying to try and hit the backside of the main. Kuna's. And it doesn't look like Kuna's prepared for this at all. He has 5 Vikings, but they're not necessarily in the best of position to get the medevacs. Oh, and there's a 16 Marine 1 tank push coming towards the front of Kuna.
Yeah, looking like he's gonna do a multi-prong attack here.
Yeah.
Medevacs come in. There's only 3 Vikings, and it looks like one of the medevacs go down, but he's gonna be able to get most of those units out.
Yep. He gets all 3 tanks unloaded, which is kind of the really big part. needs to lift his main. He needs to get it out of there. He can't lose that to the tank fire. Ooh, loses combat shield. And the third base of Kuna gets picked off completely. I didn't even see that. Oh my goodness. So Toucan doing fantastic this game. As far as putting the pressure on, being ahead on macro. He's enjoying a 24 worker lead. So a whole base. A whole saturated base.
Yeah. All right, huge
Yeah.
armies going across. About to meet up.
Kuna has pulled every SCV he has, so he's all in on this attack here.
Yeah, it's not looking good either because he gets scouted before he even leaves his base, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, but he needs to keep going. Already losing 18 SCVs. He does clean up some of the army, but now he's not going to get the surprises, which you're right. Gets scouted. Yeah.
And Kuna's 60 supply behind too.
Yeah. Toucan's going to be doing very good.
Oh, he seizes up too far in and loses 2 of those tanks. He's just going to GG. So Kuna would be going down to the losers bracket. And let me see here. Now we're going to be getting into another TVT.
Burning is a Terran?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh boy, more TVT.
Yep.
Just what I'm good at. Is Toucan from, yeah, he's from the EU server. So he's not in the NA part of the clan, is he? At least doesn't have the clan tag.
Yeah, he's on the EU side. His name on EU is Burning, and it's Fantasy on NA.
Okay. Oh, both Toucan and Fantasy or Burning are in it, or EU.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, they would probably
Alright.
want to play on EU then.
For sure. Let's ask and then swap over. Yup. Alright.
Are you in the clan on EU?
Negative.
Join Alpic's channel.
Ooh, I think I spelled it wrong. I did a H. Alright, there we go. Did we make sure Burning knew to switch?
Yeah, I messaged him. He's here.
Alright, cool. Alright. Cool. Oh man. I got the fucking funniest Facebook friends, I swear.
Alright, looks like we're going to be starting on Kairos again. I think every single series has started on this map.
That was Burning that said that.
Oh, whoops. Okay, looks like he's going to pick with Kairos. Excuse me.
Alrighty. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner as the blue Terran representing Alpha X, it is Burning.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran. His name is Tokon.
So as we let this early stage of the game pan out, how do you feel about SCV scouting? Because we've seen it sometimes, we haven't seen it every time.
When I go for a fast expand, I'll probably always send it right after the depot. But if I go for that double gas one base build, I probably won't scout at all because I'll have Reapers and units and stuff back home, just in case there's any you know, you'll be prepared for any cheese when you go straight for units instead of an expansion.
That seems fair. All right. Yeah, as a Zerg main, it kills me when I see Zerg's drone scout. So, but that's
Yeah.
just because I get free Overlord scouting. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Faster factory out of Burning.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like, yeah, but expand immediately after the barracks for 2. Almost looks like he's playing a TVZ build. Ooh.
Wait, how did he still win that?
Because the SCV got the tiniest of drills in right before the Reaper died, so I gave him. Ooh, a bunker. He is being aggressive as shit.
Yeah. If he can actually get it up, then that's gonna make getting this command center up very hard.
Yeah, might even just outright force a cancel.
Yep. Because it looks like the bunker is going to get up. Maybe. Actually, units move in to try and deny this. All you need to do is click on the SCV.
Oh, yep.
I don't know if you know this. They made this change a while ago where if the constructing SCV is like in the middle of the building, every time you click on it, you'll actually just you'll end up selecting the building instead of the worker. But they changed it now so that no matter where the SCV is, if your mouse is over the SCV, then it'll always click the SCV instead of the building.
That's kind of a super awesome quality of life change, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, it really is for both players, for the Terran and the
right,
and for the enemy.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've died to bunker rushes because, like, I swear I click on the SCV,
Yeah.
but
If
nope.
if it's moving across from one end of the building to the next and it's like actually in the middle, then you used to always select the building instead of the worker.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Blizzard.
I think I need a cough drop. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You got it. Oh wow. I know you guys can't see it right now, but there is
Alright, I'm back.
a Reaper. There was a Reaper that got 2 SCV kills for
okay.
burning. Not the biggest of big deals, but yeah. We do see 2 Ravens out of burning before he swaps the tech lab onto the barracks. Probably gonna see Stim come up. Interesting that he delayed Stim until after 2 Vikings were produced. So that's interesting. Those kind of like little things that tell you what the player is trying to prioritize. You know, I feel like 9 times out of 10, Stim would be the priority, right? But the double Viking. But so this push out of burning is going to go undetected. He even sent a scouting marine forward to make sure that there was no forces ready to intercept it, but nah, it's going to go off undetected.
Ooh,
oh,
Banshee gets picked off as soon as it pops out.
that feels real bad. Oh, but the Marines eat a big shot from the tanks, so Oh, there's 5, 6 SCVs going down on the side of the blue. Oh, the Cloaked Banshee. I didn't even see this one make its way across the map.
Oh yeah. Scan goes down. It looks like he will be able to clean it up, but not without losing 12 or 11 SCVs.
Yeah. But while he did kill all those SCVs, he is losing. He's going to lose his barracks if he doesn't start repairing it. The production's under fire. He looks like he's just going to have to work with what he's got for right now. Trying to dislodge his tank push.
This is looking very, very bad for Tokon. Very hard to deal with here.
Yeah. He does have a Raven out, so it looks like he's letting it build up some energy. But he should be able to drop one of those interference matrices on the tanks to help him dislodge this, but still that leaves 2 tanks to shred through any amount of Marines that he has.
I think honestly he could probably drop a turret and then unsiege the tanks and just move in, because 5 Marines in a tank. Oh, especially now he's got absolutely nothing. One tank on the high ground, that's it.
GG.
Burning takes game number 1. It will be on Tokon to pick map number 2.
Cyber Forest. How do you feel about this map?
I like it. No complaints here.
I don't think I've played many games on this one. Very few, actually. Oh, this is one of those ones that has a huge main base as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, wait, who won game 1? It was Burning, right?
Yes.
Alright, so spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran from EU, currently up 1 point in the series. His name is Burning.
And in the bottom right-hand side of the map is the red Terran from EU. It is Tokon. This looks like a smaller map. And as such, we do see an SCV coming out to the proposed third base location of Tokon. It's going to be proxy out of Burning.
Yeah, proxy barracks. But there is a barracks back home as well, so it looks like it could be this double Rax Reaper opening.
Yeah,
we see.
It looks like he's trying very hard to fake Tokon into believing that it's a normal build.
Yeah, yeah.
Tucon's SCV is going to get there, scout the barracks, scout the gas, and think, okay, this is fine. If he... Ooh, it looks like the second gas is going to finish in time, so it kind of requires that him click on it to see that there's not as much gas mined as there should be. And he is successfully fooled, and it looks like he's going to be doing a command center after barracks.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Mind game. This SCV, if it wanted to, could even go as far as to proxy the factory. Which will give us a tell of how all in he wants to be.
Yep, and as you say that, there it is.
Fantastic. All right.
Hellions or Cyclones, probably Hellions. Hellion Reaper is so deadly in the TBT matchup. Here
Yeah.
comes 2 Reapers versus 1 in SCV. We know who wins that fight,
Yep.
especially when you target down the Reaper. This is
Ooh,
looking
and
really bad. He's got nothing to deal with this at all. He's going to have to hope for a surround with the workers.
Yep. And Burning's not going to give it to him. Not easily, at least. He has done a great job keeping his Reaper alive, but he is going to get the command center delayed a little bit. He should. Ooh, does lose a Reaper. And
Oh, third Reaper comes in. Oh, and he denies that command center from coming up. Oh, man, that's going to hurt.
microseconds. Oh my goodness. The Hellion is there. Is going to be bounced around. And targeted. Oh my goodness.
7 SCVs going down. But, I
This
mean,
is
if he can hold, it's still, you know... He doesn't have that 2 command centers, where back home, Burning does not have a second command center up. So...
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for
Wait.
to a tech lab and a starport.
Yeah. And a reactor on the barracks. So he's going to... I think he's trying to let Toucan think that, okay, this pressure is over.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be scouting for proxy here.
he is
I think
gonna
he might
see
see it. Yep. He
my-
sees it now. Sees that
Yep.
more is coming. But he's throwing down an expansion back home, too, so he's prepared to for this to not work as well. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of an important tell.
Mm-hmm. But just knowing what's... Scouting that is huge for Toucan.
Yeah.
He's going to go back home, and 2 Reapers and a Reaper... I mean, I'm sorry. 2 Hellions and a Reaper versus 1 Marine, and this time the Reaper. Definitely going to take that fight. Going to be able to...
Oh, the Hellion lives with 1 HP. I'm sorry to
yeah. Okay, closes the wall. Won't be able to get those Reaper... I mean, look, he's got nothing back home, so...
Yeah.
Oh, but gets a
Oh!
surround on the Reaper.
That's
Nice.
huge.
Yeah.
That was a huge mistake out of Toucan. That was an opportunity for him to do a lot of damage, and instead he gets very little done.
That
Wow,
one
this
Hellion.
Hellion.
Another one joins the fight too. He's going to be able to deny this expansion again.
But there is tank fire.
Oh yeah.
Like Toucan is under siege at home.
Yeah, he's going to just pull the SVs. He should be able to clean this up, but he's going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah. Wow. 10 SCVs, 11 SCVs,
Oh,
and the
man.
Viking wedged between the gases.
Oh
being
my,
set.
yeah. This is suddenly looking very good for Burning.
Wow.
Worker count is 4 to 25.
That's not a good number,
He
folks.
that wasn't just a few SCVs he pulled. That was all of his SCVs. And he
Yeah.
lost them all.
Oh my gosh. I think it's safe to say that Toucan's pretty dead. 3 meals is pretty good, but it's not that good. He is going to land the Vikings on top of the tank. Going to clean up the tank, the Marines, and he takes game number 2. 2-0 in the series. Oh wait,
Yeah, 2-0.
yeah. Back to America. Looks like Lingboy and Kuna are still playing their series.
Yep. So we have Burning waiting in the grand finals, and he will get a point advantage for coming through from the winner's bracket.
Yeah. I'll be right back 1 second.
Okay,
Sorry.
sure.
Hey, Drop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be right back for a little bit, maybe
Okay.
like 20 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Alright, sorry about that.
That's fine. Alright, so we're just waiting on the winner between Kuna Matata versus Lingboy. Then we'll get into the finals of the losers bracket. Or the semifinals of the losers bracket. And I'm going to be right back as we wait for the players. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long.
Thought you said you had to go, but I will try to. I'm gonna be looking up how to use the WCS game heart setup, because like I've never actually been the observer before for it. Well, yeah, no, I can do that, but it's like using the in-game stuff, like settings so the bottom is like player names and the worker count and army supply, etc. Yeah. Real? That never does that for me. I guess maybe. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Alright, sorry about the delay, guys. We are back now, getting into the grand finals of the grand finals of the losers bracket, which is a best of 3. Man, I'm pretty tired. I was just trying to work out a little bit while we had so much downtime, because Psych and Kuna Matata played theirs without inviting me, so yeah, stream was pretty much down for like 5 minutes, I think. Or no, like probably like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But we are into this best of 3. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the Red Terran from EU. His name is Tokon.
And spawning in the top left hand corner as the Blue Terran from Canada, it is Kuna Matata. I have no idea how to switch to your camera.
Press double click 4.
Oh, it's for me. It's 3.
Oh.
I guess I would be 4 for you. Huh?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, sweet. This is gonna take getting used to. Oh, and I don't know any of the super fancy hotkeys to show up all the nice stuff. Control R is something that's cool. Oh no, oh no, everything's gone. Okay, there it is. Oops. Sorry, I'm playing around with this. Where is... Okay, there's production.
Another TBT. Well, I think so far on the stream has been all TBTs.
Yeah. Shit. Looks like pretty mirrored builds. The factory looks like it's a little faster. No, I'm just imagining. Oh, it's a tiny bit faster for Kuna, but that's not anything to spit at.
Mm.
Looks like Kuna is going to get a command center fairly early. Well, now they both have their SCVs rallied down, so they drop it at a reasonably at the same time. The only deviations thus far is that when the factory finished for Tucon, he opted for a tech buff, whereas Kuna has just been produced the Hellion and another something. I don't know.
We have Tokon going for that Cyclone upgrade again.
Yeah. It seemed to have favored him well in the last series we saw between Kuna and Chun.
Yeah. Yep. Interesting style of play. I've seen it before, but it's not very common.
Yeah. Chukon is going to get the scout off. See that it's Widow Mines. Now he's definitely not going to be flying over any obvious spots for two cons like this edge of the base. Or, yeah. Command centers finish up without worry. A faster gas out of both of our players. Kuna's a little bit quicker. And Kuna is going straight into tank production after the tech lab, with double Viking on the way. Do you think we'll see Cloak out of Tucon as soon as this Cyclone upgrade finishes, or do you think he produces more Cyclones after this?
Well, if you're going for that upgrade, then I would probably guess he's going for more Cyclones. But with the tanks out, it just doesn't seem like...
Doesn't seem that worth it.
Yeah, he lets it finish though, another Cyclone. Okay, tanks are starting to pop out now, so...
Yep. And there is a tech lab on the starport, so it could be those Banshees again that he likes so much.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Trying to bait the Cyclones into tank fire as Kuna, but Tucon on top of his micro. Just edging a little forward. Ooh, loses the Reaper. Cute little exchanges here by our players.
Mm-hmm. So, tank out now. Oh, going up to Banshees as well.
Excellent. Two more barracks on the way, so it is going to be the bio play for Tucon. We haven't yet seen the choice of tech for Kuna Matata, but he has been favoring bio this today.
Yeah.
Throughout this tournament. And this really awkward push across the map.
Yeah. Tanks and
He's
Vikings, and then follow up with the Liberator. It looks like it's gonna, Banshee's flying out now, so Kuna won't be home for that.
No.
But it looks like he is gonna be able to finally move out before the Banshee gets there, unlike last game.
Yep.
I mean, last time we saw him, Banshee kind of botched this whole attack.
He is banking scans on his main command center, so he is aware that this
Yeah.
is a possibility.
Yep.
Which I like.
And two Vikings about to pop out, so... Oh, and there's a Widow Mine there as well.
Yeah. As soon as the scan goes down. Oh, but that's not enough?
Yeah, it used to be, but I guess they changed it.
Today I learned. Oh, but the two Vikings cleaned it up before the scan wears off.
Meanwhile, they traded armies on the other side of the map, but it looks like Tokon has come out on top a little bit. He has more... Oh, wait a second! All those Vikings in the main.
Gets a quick 7 kills and then flies away, only losing 2 Vikings.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That's very interesting that he's just trying to siege the production with a single tank.
He's gonna pull SCVs again. This time the Widowmine's already used up, so won't be seeing that. But
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. The Widowmine went off on one Marine on the high ground. He could have used some retargeting to get massive SCV kills, but he settles for a total kill count of 10. I think the important thing to note is that he does keep all of his Vikings, most of his Vikings alive this time. Whereas we've seen before in the other games, Kuna has traded out his entire Viking count. So we'll be able to see him establish air superiority. He should be safe from drops, as long as he has the Vikings patrolling around the edges of his main. Banshee flies into the main, but is going to be met by 5 Vikings.
yeah, unfortunately for Kuna, he doesn't have a scan right now.
He'll be coming up right now.
Gets a total of 5 SCVs though,
Yeah.
so pretty good for one Banshee.
Does a little bit of evening out of the work count, even puts it slightly in his favor. Stimpec is finishing up for Tukon, whereas Kunis is only about halfway done, so he's kind of got a big window.
Yeah.
But that's really interesting. Tukon going for 3rd command center on location. That's a bold move. But it is way behind Kuna, so I didn't even see Kuna build his command center. Attack pushing on the 3rd base of Kuna. He is going to lose it for free. Oh wow. Target fires and gets it. I wonder if this will prompt a big reaction out of Kuna. Tukon wisely just going home, securing the damage that he's got.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's got to be very conscious of the life on his Marines. He doesn't have any medevacs to heal that stim damage, so all of them are kind of one tank shot away from losing their lives. As I say, there are medevacs. Sweet. Two on the way for Tukon, whereas +1/+1 is just now finishing. Oh, but his tanks are going to be caught.
Huge move out from Kuna. He sends a lot of his SCVs, but he still has a bunch back home, so it's not completely all in. But if he doesn't make something happen with this, it's going to look pretty bad for him because Tokon is on 3 bases. Oh my!
Oh my god, a slaughter. Lands all the Vikings to clean up the tank count. Kuna's going to take a huge army lead, I think.
Yeah. Definitely. He still has some medevacs for air superiority. I mean, air vision. At this point, he might not even have to siege the tanks. He has enough Marines to tank damage.
Yep.
One tank on the high ground. It does get scanned though, so Kuna knows about it. This is going to get pretty nasty for both players. Pulling all of his SCVs for the 2nd and 3rd. Wow, that's not working out for him as well as he might have planned. Kuna's still a ton of army supply left over.
Yeah. 3rd base forced to lift off. Kuna's not going to be able to get the kill on it, which I'm sure he'd like to, but...
Yeah.
Oh, Toucan under pressure sends out a drop. 2 full medevacs.
Yeah.
I think Kuna might pull the trigger on this, knowing that there can't be a whole lot of army at home.
Yeah, exactly. But the tanks are in a really good position on this high ground, but they don't get very juicy shots on those Marines.
Nope. They're all cleaned up. And now that he's going to have to lift this natural base.
There's absolutely nothing here for Toucan. I think he's in trouble.
Meanwhile, the other side of the map, the drop is happening in Kuna's natural.
Yeah, but if he uses his workers with the Marines that are popping out, he should be able to hold that, I think. So I think Kuna Matata is going to take this game.
I think you're right. He's all of his production remained rallied to the back of his base, not going to be trickling out units.
Yeah.
Whereas Kuna on the red side of the map is on top of the production, and there will be no more army for him.
Yep.
The main's lifted off, and Kuna will take the game. That was kind of a crazy exchange. Looking back at that last game, I don't think the move out of Toucan with the 2 medevacs, I don't think that was a very wise decision.
Yeah.
Especially after he got scouted.
Yeah, with all those Marines, he might have been able to hold that.
Yeah. He would have had to get in a fantastic position, right? And not have to lose all of them to the tank fire, but he still might have been close.
Mm-hmm. They're adding lots of new banners, man. I love them. Look
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
Alright, so spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Terran currently down 1 point in the series from Europe. His name is Toucan.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner as the Blue Terran from Canada, it is Kuna Matata. Matata. Fantastic. With a fast 2 SCVs being moved across the map. It smells like proxy.
Mm-hmm. Smells like the cheddar.
Oh boy. Looks like it'll be 2 proxied racks this time. I think a couple of series ago, we saw this 1 proxied barracks, 1 barracks at home into tank, or into factory starport proxy, but this looks like it's going to be a more aggressive build.
Yeah. Nothing back home. If Toucan were to send a scout, he would see this, but fortunately for Kuna Matata, Toucan did not do that. But he does he is going for that 1 base build, so he's not going for the fast expand.
Yeah. Double gas. Kuna's going to be a little disappointed to figure this out, but I still think there's going to be the potential to get a lot of damage done.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 Reapers versus 1 at the very beginning. He could end up doing a lot with that.
Yeah. Sends the SCVs home, so there's not going to be any more follow-up proxy. So these 2 barracks are what he's going to work with. Ooh, MVC. We saw Tech Lab first out of.
Oh, he gets the Reaper too. So now it's
That's
free
bad.
game.
Yeah, that's incredible. And unfortunately
A
for
third one jumping in too. Oh, this is looking pretty bad for Tokan.
yeah, it is. Fortunately for Kuna, unfortunately for Toucan, it was he chose to get a tech building or an add-on out of his factory before starting the Hellion, but after seeing the two Reapers, promptly canceled it.
Mm-hmm. So he only lost 3 SCVs there. It actually worked out pretty well for him. I mean, considering it was 3 SCVs versus, 3 Reapers versus nothing.
Yeah. He is going to repair this Hellion, so it's going to be good to go in this next exchange that is going to happen with 4 Reapers.
Oh, I was like, how do you do that? But then I noticed the barracks. Now with the 3rd Hellion, I think he'll be totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh, he sees the Hellions move out though, so he jumps up.
Kuna wisely playing with his vision.
Mm-hmm.
Playing to his vision. Being very annoying for Toucan to deal with. I'm sure he'd love to move out across the map and see what's going down. Meanwhile, the very north side of the map, there is a proxied starport.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Banshee, right?
Probably, or a Liberator. I think you're right. It's going Tech Lab. There's no expansion, but I think that Kuna Matata noticed that with his barracks.
Yeah, hasn't seen a SCV move out yet to take it. Two Marines do pop out. They are going to clean up the barracks. Cloak started and Banshee started for Toucan. Meanwhile, the barracks of Kuna Matata finally returns its way home, starts a reactor, and there's a siege tank on the way, and a single Viking can be produced. I don't think that'll be enough to deter the Banshees, especially if there's no scan save though. Nope. Kuna just used both SCVs, so it will be a little while before Cloak's finished and he needs those scans, but he's gotta know that he's gotta be banking next time.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like an SCV is in position to take a command center in the background of all this.
Yeah.
But he is slightly behind in that respect. Wait a
Yeah.
second. Is this Reaper? Oh, this Reaper is like so close to seeing the starport.
That's amazing.
Scan goes down in the main for Toucan's main, but Kuna doesn't really see too much. Nothing that he's
Right.
hasn't already seen.
Banshee is wreaking havoc in the main of Kuna, but he does have a scan on his main. So, as long as he holds off this push in the front, which it looks like he did.
Oh, the scan goes down. I don't think that was good because the Banshee's gonna get out.
No, 15 SCVs, 17, 18.
Man, these 2 Banshees can just absolutely destroy a mineral line so quickly.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. They will get cleaned up, but the damage has been done.
Yeah. So Toucan taking a worker count lead here, 28 to 21.
Yeah. That lead's not going to stand for very long though, because Kuna is on 2 command centers producing, while as the command center for Toucan just finished, it's producing an orbital first. So, gonna have to, yeah, not gonna be able to catch up that quickly. There is a third on the way though for Kuna. And another cloaked Banshee. There is a turret started in the main mineral line, but that's not going to be finished in time.
Scan goes down, but I think it's gonna get out again.
Oh my gosh. And there's no turret in the natural. Ooh. Takes another scan, and it's gonna get away still. Oh my gosh. 2 scans and no dead Banshee. That feels really terrible. A final Banshee was produced out of Toucan, and I think that's it. Yep, he's flying his starport back home. I'm feeling happy with the work his Banshees have done.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, he's just gonna put a reactor on it and keep it over there.
Oh.
Why not? You know.
Yeah.
It probably won't go get scouted for a while.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to be for Liberators or medevacs, considering?
Yeah, he'll probably want to get either Vikings or medevacs out. Hey, he
Okay.
might pop out a lib just to do some harassment, but the Vikings are in position for Kuna, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Liberator wouldn't make much sense, seeing how many Vikings he's produced.
Turret's up now, but he can still micro this to get a few workers.
Yeah.
It's 2 more.
Not a bad bit of work. Kuna's third has finished, so he is going to be able to catch up in the SCV count that he's been lacking ever since that Banshee did a ton of work. But yeah, his production seems to be doing all right. 5 barracks for Toucan, whereas only 4 for Kuna. Tank production and medevac production. Having saw the 3rd base of Kuna already being done, already being in orbital and on location, Toucan does drop his own in the main base. And Kuna's going to advance his defensive line to secure his 3rd base. I think that's very smart.
Yeah. Toucan does have that army advantage right now. With the 3rd base of Kuna, he should be able to catch up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Toucan wants to move out though. As the scan does go down on the 3rd base, he's actually moving toward the natural.
Yep. He does see that the natural. Yeah, you're right. The natural is reasonably undefended.
Oh,
Kuna's got a. Oh.
He sends that Marine out to try and scout for anything, but just barely misses it. So it looks like Toucan's going to get a good position here between the natural and the 3rd. It's really tricky and really hard to deal with. He knows all the tanks are up there, and there's nothing in the natural.
Yeah.
Oh, the Banshees too.
Oh wow. Banshee's able to target down those tanks. Pulls the boys out of every base. Well, natural and the 3rd. Yeah, he's gonna lose everything.
Uh-oh, I think Toucan's gonna take this game. Evens up the score 1-1. Man, we've had a lot of like really close matchups today.
Yeah.
Lots of 2-1s going down. It looks like Kuna's gonna pick Port Alexander.
The series is tied 1-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that, yeah, I think Port's the only map left. I don't remember. I wasn't here for the vetoes, so I'm not sure exactly. But
Well, there actually were no vetoes. I think that was a bad idea by me, but I asked them if they wanted to just go ahead and start on Karos. But now, like, that's coming into play because, well, it was originally supposed to be a best of one, or I thought it was a best of one when I said that. But oh well, they're going to Automaton.
okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, I wasn't in the party.
It's all right. I'm still here. We're just in the lobby.
Oh. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I just gotta find you. There you are.
Thank you. It looked like for a second on stream that you started it, and I was like, no! Alrighty. Automaton for the final map, and then we get into our best of 5 grand finals. Who's in there waiting? It is Burning in there waiting. So no matter what, it's gonna be a TVT.
Mm-hmm.
What a day.
All right, getting into the 99th TVT of the day. Love watching TVT. It's probably my favorite matchup to watch, either TVT or TVZ.
It's pretty entertaining.
Mech versus Mech is probably the funnest of them all, but... Alright, so, let me update the score real quick. Score is tied 1-1. This is match point in this best of 3. This is the loser bracket finals. Spawning in the top right, we have the Red Terran from Europe. His name is Tokan.
And on the left-hand side of the map, it is from Canada, the Blue Terran Kuna Matata. And I have no idea how to change the scores, and I accidentally made it 10-20.
So if you hold shift and press one of the numbers, you'll change the score for the top player. And if you hold control and press one of the numbers, that's the score for the bottom player.
Ooh. So how do I... Okay. Can we go straight to 1? No, 11. No, 21. Oh, no. So double clicking on the score makes it go up by 10. I have
Oh,
no
yeah.
idea. I have no idea how to bring it back down.
Do it again like 4 times.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright. I was content to leave it at 21-21 each, and for our viewers into thinking that this was a best of 43.
I've seen those. They do those every now and then, like best of 69s and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
That's kind of super absurd.
I think one
Alright.
time they did one and they weren't even able to finish it between
Yeah.
some EU players. I think it was like either Bly or I have no idea. Can't remember.
Yeah. What a good meme those are, though.
Yeah.
So, builds have already deferred a little bit. Not seeing that mirrored stuff. Command center going down for Kuna. A little bit ahead of Tukon. Did Tukon cancel a depot?
Oh, I
It
think
looks
so.
like-
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like he's going to be supply blocked too because the command center is going to be a minute.
Yeah. I did see something blow up next to the mineral.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was a depot. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know.
Yeah. If that is, he's got to feel real bad because he hasn't noticed yet. Well, actually, never mind. He has. There is a depot going down.
Yeah. Oh, Reaper gets in the main base. He's going to get a good scout off on all the buildings that Kuna has. Nice scout there. Totally worth the Reaper.
Yep. Base for life. But now the two Reapers and the Hellion moving across the map. I don't think they'll get there in time to deny it. I could be wrong. But the Cyclone is going to do a good job at pushing those away. Especially versus only two of the Reapers. Gets the one. Ooh.
He'll probably get this other one too. Yeah, Reaper goes down. Hellion comes in. Doesn't get the denial on that command center, but
Yeah. Gets one SCV, pays for it with his life. So, all in all, not worth it. It's a cute kind of move though. Kuna has his Widow Mine very far forward in the map. Right above the ramp leading down into the main trench area. Hopefully, wonder if he'll be able to get a sneaky bit of damage done on Tucon's move out. Tukon has opted for the cloak again. He's been utilizing that fairly well these last couple of games. He usually gets a lot of workers with it, so
yeah.
I can totally believe that he thinks it's the best thing to be doing right now.
And I think this is the 6th game between these two players. And I'm pretty sure Tokon has gone Banshees every single game. Except maybe the first one.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
So Kuna needs to, try and prepare for this. He doesn't
Just
have turrets or even an NG Bay, but he does have a scan. NG Bay is going down now.
Yep, I think that's the fastest engineering bay we've seen out of Kuna full series. So maybe this is his adjustment.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be. There won't be a turret up in time because the Banshee's already halfway across the map.
No, you're right.
But he does have he still has that scan. And he has 2 Vikings in the main.
Yeah. I don't think 2 Vikings will be enough to clean it up with a single scan, but he has 4 Vikings at the natural. So.
Oh, and the Banshee just kind of is delayed there a little bit. Looks like the turret might get up.
Turret finishing. Banshees has to get out of there. And only 2 SCVs. This is the best start Kuna has had.
Yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, Tukon's 2 Cyclones go down, and Kuna decides to move out. He's killed off 2 Cyclones, he's defended the Banshee, but he needs to be careful because Tukon's army is actually right on top of this ramp if he tries to go up it.
Yeah, he has pulled a bunch of boys.
Nice,
so
nice scan.
sees it, and now he has to go around. Which I'm sure he's very happy about, right?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I'd way rather go around than lose everything.
Right.
Ooh, don't lose them.
Yeah, lose those Vikings. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go after this game, so we won't be able to cast the grand finals. But I can cast the replays at another date.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but you know, you gotta do your thing.
Yeah.
And he has enough Vikings to one-shot those Banshees, so a single scan is enough. We get to see the little dance, them crawling forward. Ooh, first shots go down on Kuna's humans. It's getting a decent tank spread. I don't know how I feel about that one being so far to the south. That one seems really easily picked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vikings on it.
Not gonna lose anything, or maybe the Vikings.
And
decent trade though to trade 2 Vikings, especially when you have so many. Take out a tank.
yeah,
Tanks do the
Yeah,
real damage.
yeah, that's definitely right. The tank mass is kind of the most important factor in these fights coming up, and Kuna has a huge lead.
Liberators here now.
Yeah,
This is
those
such
Liberators.
such a cool style here. I love this, like this technical, aggressive push out.
Yeah, this looks like a very, very stressful dance to be doing.
For real. And it's got to be super aggravating to play against. Because, like, nothing you
Yeah.
can really do. You're just constantly moving the tanks back. Eventually, you have to do this. There's so much DPS here out of Kuna. The SCVs are just going to melt. And there's more SCVs to repair stuff.
Oh my goodness gracious. GG's mentioned somewhere.
Kuna takes the series. Alright, so let me just ask real quick if there's someone else that can take over the stream. But if I can find someone, then the stream will come back up. And I unfortunately have to go to work. So, yeah, if the stream doesn't come right back on with the grand finals, then I'll cast the games at a later date. I want to thank all the viewers for coming out to the stream. And I want to thank Snap for co-casting with me. Anything you wanted to add?
Nope, it's just been nice casting with you. Thanks for having me. I hope it was good.
Yep. Alright, man. I'll see you next time, and I will see you guys, I think, Monday. I'll be casting a Clan Wars, so see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Excellent.